There are dozens of studies about Tylenol and pregnancy. Most people hear study and think answer, but science rarely hands out simple answers. Today, I'll walk you through the 5 research findings that actually explain why experts disagree, plainly, visually, and without the drama. By the end, you'll know what matters, what doesn't, and what to tell someone who's panicking at a headline. This is not academic hair splitting. We're talking about pregnant people trying to make safe choices. Anxiety is real. So is the risk of untreated fever. Our job here is simple. Translate what the research actually shows so choices are informed, not driven by fear. This debate exploded into headlines after a high-profile announcement tying prenatal acetaminophen to autism risk, an announcement that triggered immediate pushback from many scientists and medical societies. It also prompted the FDA and HHS to respond publicly. I'll present 5 core findings from the research, each with a simple visual, a one-sentence takeaway, and the real caveat. No jargon. Let's start. Finding 1. The strongest population studies that compare siblings, children who share the same parents but were exposed differently in utero, tend to remove the apparent association between prenatal acetaminophen and autism. In plain English, when you compare brothers and sisters in the same family, the link often disappears. Siblings control for family-level factors, and when you control for those, the link weakens or vanishes. Sibling studies are strong for removing family confounds, but they're not perfect. They can be noisy and lose statistical power. Still, this pattern hugely weakens the causal claim. Finding 2. Across many cohort studies and meta-analyses, researchers often see a small increased risk, but the sizes are modest and results vary by population, measurement, and method. That's why some headlines read may increase risk and others say no clear proof. Association exists in some data sets, but it's neither large nor universally replicated. Small associations can be real, or they can be the echo of unmeasured confounders. That uncertainty is the reason scientists don't rush to declare causation. Finding 3. There's growing evidence that familial and genetic confounding, for instance, parents who have neurodevelopmental conditions are more likely to use acetaminophen during pregnancy, could produce false signals in simple studies. Some parents' health profiles and behaviors, not the pill itself, may explain observed links. This is still an active research area. It doesn't prove no effect in every case, but it shows why cautious interpretation is essential. Finding 4. Researchers have plausible biological mechanisms. Animal studies show that high-dose acetaminophen can alter fetal development through oxidative stress, endocrine disruption, and changes in placental transport. Those findings give scientists reasons to investigate, but animal results don't automatically translate to human doses and real-world use. Mechanisms exist on paper and in labs, but plausibility does not equal proof in people. Human pregnancies vary hugely. We need mechanistic studies and careful epidemiology before drawing public health conclusions. Finding 5. Based on the totality of evidence, leading clinical bodies and regulators have urged caution. They warn against panic and emphasize that untreated fever and pain also carry risks. Some agencies are reviewing labeling and evidence, but the major obstetric societies still recommend acetaminophen for pregnant people when clinically indicated. Public health guidance for now: don't panic, consult your provider, treat fever when needed. Regulators are updating labels and monitoring the literature. This is active science, not subtle politics. Put together, yes, some studies show small associations, yes, animal work raises questions, but stronger designs that control for family factors reduce the signal. And major clinical bodies advise not to abandon proven fever management. In short, the evidence is mixed and nuanced. That's why scientists disagree in public. They're looking at different slices of the same elephant. So what should a worried person actually do? 5 simple, practical steps. If you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant, talk with your clinician before stopping any medication. Treat fever. It can harm pregnancy. Acetaminophen remains a recommended option for many obstetricians. If you see a dramatic headline, check the study type. Meta-analysis and sibling studies carry more weight than a single small cohort. Avoid panic. Replace sharing with checking. Run a quick search for independent reviews or professional society statements. Advocate for better research and honest public messaging. This debate shows we need clearer communication about uncertainty. Try this experiment. Next time you see a health headline, do one quick thing. Open a second tab and search the site of a major medical society. If the society's advice differs from the headline, pause before you share. Post one headline you checked in the comments. I'll highlight the best cases next week. If this helped you make sense of the debate, like and subscribe, and check the description for the key studies and agency statements I used. Tell me, which of the 5 findings surprised you most? I'll respond to the best comments and feature one in the next video.